Good morning. Our first issue is Cyclone Yas. IMD has declared that Cyclone Yas can become a severe cyclonic storm like the recent Cyclone Taute. This is also one of the pre monsoon cyclones which has developed over the Bay of Bengal region. IMD has declared that it is going to have severe impact over northern Odisha, West Bengal, and parts of Bangladesh. The name Cyclone Yas is given by this country, Oman. There are 13 countries in the regional grouping, Northern Indian Ocean grouping. Under WMO's World Meteorological Organization's naming convention, these 13 countries, they list the names. Based on these names, the regional center selects in an alphabetical manner. Cyclone Yas in this context is given by the country Oman. Cyclone response needs to be geared up by the states and the countries. The next issue is in Gujarat state, mucormycosis cases are increasing and it has become one of the hubs of mucormycosis cases. Mucormycosis is a fungal disease. This is causing a dual burden because in COVID patients it is having a greater impact. That's why it's called dual burden. Early detection, proper awareness among the people, proper administration of antifungal drugs, making available of antifungal medicines is the way forward to address this issue. Next issue is Barge P305 incident. Recently, during Cyclone Taute, this barge P305 has collapsed. It has led to death of 60 people. In this context, as there is another cyclone that's fast developing over Bay of Bengal, providing early warning, better coordination among the various organizations that are involved, such as Indian Coast Guard, Indian Navy, state government, central government, is necessity. There are offshore oil drilling sites. There are offshore oil drilling sites on the western and eastern coast. Now in the eastern coast, as Cyclone Yas is developing, there needs a better coordination, better implementation of the early warnings. The next issue is role of vaccine PSUs. In 1970s and 1980s, there were many PSUs, around 60 central and state public sector units which were manufacturing vaccines. But after the implementation of LPG reforms, most of them were closed. Only 6 of them are functional, but they are not providing any vaccines. They are not developing any vaccines, or they are not actively providing any vaccines in the recent years. In this context, reviving them and going for universal vaccination for diseases such as COVID-19 is the immediate necessity. That's why there are many intellectual groups that have petitioned in the Supreme Court saying that these vaccine organizations, vaccine institutions needs to be revived. The next issue is PVTGs of Odisha. There are overall 13 particularly vulnerable tribal groups in Odisha which has highest PVTG population in India. Dongriyas, Bondas, Botiyas are some of the groups. COVID-19 and its disproportionate impact in rural and tribal areas, it merits the state government to take immediate and special measures to protect these PVTGs because the population of PVTG is very less. The infrastructure available in these regions is scarce. That's why PVTGs needs to be given priority in special measures. Next issue, Israel-Hamas truce. Hamas is a militant group of Gaza which is part of Palestine. There are recent clashes, especially after Al-Aqsa Mosque clashes. Israeli-Gaza fight started. After 11 days, both groups announced a ceasefire, but then this is not going to last for long because of 2 points. One, there is a closure of Gaza-Egypt border. Hamas are asking for opening this border. And then second issue is Hamas are not disarming themselves. This is one of the primary demands of Israel. These two are sticking points. Next issue is BRICS Astronomy Working Group. India has assumed presidency for 2021 with regard to BRICS grouping, Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa grouping. Under BRICS Astronomy Working Group, recently it has been agreed that All these five countries are going to network the telescopes, already existing telescopes in their countries, so that they can better share the data, with regard to astronomical studies. Next issue is whitefly invasive species. Whiteflies are invasive species. In general, they are natives of Caribbean islands and Central America. Somehow they spread it over various parts of India. They were first found in Kerala. Now they spread over all states except Jammu and Kashmir. These are causing heavy losses to the plantation crops, including coconut crops, cashew crops, etc. In this context, entomopathogenic fungi, that means certain groups of fungi which eats over or which pry over whitefly, parasitoids, insect predators, insects that eat over whiteflies. These introducing them is the solution. Next issue, vaccinating the pregnant lactating women and children. In many countries already, clinical trials over child vaccines started. In India also. If there is something like third wave, if it comes, we need to be prepared. In that context, vaccination, especially with regard to children, for that clinical trials needs to be done, immunological studies need to be taken care of to address the catastrophe that we are facing now in the second wave. The final issue in today's news is identification of COVID mutants. COVID caused by the SARS-CoV-2 virus. This virus mutates itself. RNA, in its RNA, there are mutations that are happening continuously. There is a group called Indian SARS-CoV-2 Genomic Consortia. It's a group of 10 labs including ICMR, CCMB. These labs, they provide the advisories to the government, but it's a advisory group only. These are not mandatory to be followed. In March itself, this group has provided about the concerns of various mutants, including B.1.617. So in this context, more genomic studies, more genomic sequences by this group is the necessity. Thank you very much. All the best.